This is the room no one wants to enter, the question no one wants to face. Why does a child hurt in the world God made? If you are asking this, you are standing where heaven weeps, and God is not silent here.
When children suffer, the whole world breaks. Your heart hits the floor, your soul just shakes. You ask where God was when the tears fell fast, but He held every moment that felt like your last. When children suffer, He is closer than breath.
You remember the hospital light, cold, white, unforgiving. You remember the sound of machines, the fear in the parents' eyes, the trembling hands, the prayers whispered hard enough to crack bone. This is the moment skeptics weaponize. This is the moment believers fear. And yet something holy happens in rooms like this. Not the removal of pain, but the presence of a God who refuses to leave. You look at the child, fragile, small, fighting battles their body cannot win, and you feel rage rise. Why God? Why here? Why them? But listen closely. Even Jesus stood at a tomb and wept. Even God in flesh cried over death. Even Almighty shook with sorrow before resurrection came. Pain is not proof that God abandoned you. It is proof the world is not heaven yet, but heaven is coming. And He stays with the sufferer until it does.
When children suffer, the whole world breaks. Your heart hits the floor, your soul just shakes. You ask where God was when the tears fell fast, but He held every moment that felt like your last. When children suffer, He is closer than breath.
You said, where was God when innocence bled? When the child's small hand went cold in the bed? Where was His power? Where was His might? Why did He not standing in that night? But you forget, He stepped into pain. He carried the cross, He felt every vein. He bore every sickness, He entered the grave. He came for the broken, He came for the brave. And when a child suffers, He is right there. Not distant, not silent, not unaware. He gathers the tears that fall unseen. He fights in the places where souls convene. The world is broken, but God is not blind, and no child suffers outside His mind.
Someone 473. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds.
I walk where innocence cries, I stand where small heartbeat dies. I hold the ones the world forgot. I see the pain the world cannot. Do not mistake the silence for lack of care. I am the fire that fills the air. I am the one who feels each tear. I carry the grief you cannot bear. No child is lost in the dark to me. For every soul I guard eternally.
When children suffer,